jacket, white background.
This is silver. This is silver. Spaceman Dan. They call me over here.
All right. Well, it looks good. Um, talking about King Kong Bundy's 5 count. Little known
Yeah,
fact: Big E was doing a 5 count in NXT at one point.
that's right. That's
And
right.
do you want to tell the story of his theme song and what you
Well,
thought
I
it
mean,
was? It's so good.
so his theme song, I guess, was three ain't enough, man. I need five. Were the lyrics right, Enzo? That was it. Three ain't enough, man. I need five.
Precisely. He was so for the
Okay,
people that don't know, Big E in NXT when he first started, he was doing a gimmick where instead of counting to three, he would tell the ref to count to five. So
which is the old King Kong Bundy. King Kong Bundy was doing that.
exactly. So three
Maybe all the
three
way back to Dallas. I don't even know.
three ain't enough, man. I need five. Great lyric. What did
Okay,
Matt? What did you think he was saying?
so I am. Sami Zayn could speak to this, but I am notorious. James McGee as well. Jeff Parker, notorious for getting lyrics incorrectly, and I thought that this was all the way up I-95. Like the idea being, for those of you that don't know, for international fans, I-95 is a highway that goes basically from Florida all the way up the East Coast. Thinking Big E was in developmental, which is Florida Championship Wrestling or NXT, and he was getting the call. He was getting called up to New York, guys, all the way up I-95. That's what I thought. Big E Langson theme was. It makes sense. It makes sense, guys.
It made sense in the weirdest possible way. Like, come on. Why would it makes sense because I understand what you're saying.
All the way up I-95.
Why would that be the lyric? Why would that such a stupid? Because he's leaving
Wants
from
to get
NXT
called
to New York. Yeah, going
Yeah,
all
wants
the
to get
way
called
up
up.
on 95.
Yeah.
All right.
Makes sense. Doesn't it make sense?
Makes
Come
sense.
on now. Come on now.
Definitely
Amanda
makes
Rush,
sense.
loving the jacket. Thank you, Amanda. Woo, baby Amanda. Gave you a follow on the old Twitter, you know?
You want me to shout
That's
out
what we do for our hardcore supporters over here.
Do you want me to shout out the whole like everybody who follow here? We got the Kevin Marshall who
Yeah,
followed.
give it to us.
Okay, they got some cool names. Some names are ridiculous, and some names are hard to say. The Kevin Marshall, good name. Squiggle and Kitty followed. Smash and Slam 89, that's a good name. Precious Jeff, this guy, he followed.
Good
Lucas
name, good name.
2010, User Gubs, and Rockamaniac subbed with Prime. Because if you have Amazon Prime, you could sub for free. Rockamaniac
Is that Steve Rockamaniac from
has to be
Montreal radio? Steve Rockamaniac in the ring, right? Steve Rockamaniac. If you're here, if you talk to us, Steve Buchanan has a little story here in the chat. Fun King Kong Bundy story. I saw him at a gas station
when he returned to WWF in the mid 90s. This is where you froze. I approached him for an autograph and he said, 1 minute, kid, I have to take a shit.
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
I'm glad we went back up and read the comment. Worth it.
Makes
Worth
sense.
every penny.
You know? Yeah, thanks for that, Steve Buchanan.
Did you like that little clip of the Daddy Magic Show? You probably did. So why don't you check out the full show right here on Twitch and become a sports entertainer.
Baby, I can say sorry all day long. And baby, I can say that I was wrong.